But then it's just like, who am I gonna talk to about like, like boys or like girls and stuff? Like, who am I gonna talk? I'm not gonna talk to you. You're gonna be like, oh, you're not gonna get married until you're 30, or you're gonna beat me, take away my phone, tell me to delete all my social medias, and it's just like, okay, then that's gonna make me more sad.
More sad, yeah.
Or like ground me. I can't go to extracurricular activities, and you just want me to stay in the house. That's gonna make me also sad. So it's just like, who are you putting in my life for me to be able to talk about these things? And I can't, and it can't be you.
Okay.
Cause you're my parent. We, as much as we do look crazy, we do respect you.
So what is this one thing, Shiko, that you can give a word of advice to me as a parent? How to handle my son or my daughter?
Who are you placing in my life that I can see as me and I can talk to?
All right. So today in the studio we have Miss Shiko.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I'm in the hot seat.
And of course, I want her to introduce herself and tell us who she is, and just a few things about herself. But one thing is that she has a very, very encouraging story that we're going to hear today. Karibu sana, Shiko.
Thank you.
So how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Glad to see you.
Yeah.
Now, this is God of Wonder TV. You're here. We've interacted a few minutes, and I've heard that you have a very, very wonderful and, of course, a very inspirational story.
Yes.
That we can tell 1-2 people out there so that they can, get, to understand what life is all about.
Yeah.
So just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit of yourself.
My name is Shiku Kamau. I was born in Kenya, raised in Seattle, moved to Kenya, came back to Seattle, lived in Spokane, and now here I am in Portland, Oregon. Yeah.
Wow, that's an interesting.
It's a lot of
a lot of to and flows. I'm wondering, wow, you have to move. You came already, started enjoying the lifestyle here. You've already started. You've gotten into college and not in college.
No, I went in middle school.
You're in middle school right now, right?
No, not right now. I went to Kenya when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
So
that time, time that you're going back, of course, you had gotten used to lifestyle here.
Yeah, I was good. I was like chill. I had friends. We were riding our bikes.
Right.
And mind you, like, we weren't allowed to like hop on the buses yet because we're still too young.
Yeah.
So we were riding our bikes everywhere.
Yeah.
So like we would go to like we would go everywhere with our bikes. And so like we would like miss our curfew, and then like mom would get mad, and then yeah.
So most likely that is why mom was like, yo guys, you need to go back to Kenya.
You need to go back. And going back to Kenya, honestly, it probably was like the blessing that I didn't see it as a blessing. I saw like, this is the worst thing that you could do to me. Oh my goodness. It was so hard. But it was probably like the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. Because that's where I got saved. That's where I got confirmed. That's where like religion just in general, it came to like an alignment, and like I saw, I saw.
The light came.
Yeah, that's when it like I can like look back and just be like, oh, this is when it dawned on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How was the transition? Like, you've left here, you've gone back to Kenya. I presume at that age, most likely, if you would speak Swahili.
No.
Kumba maji.
Kumba maji. I was speaking Kikuyu to people. My brother.
What?
Yeah. Like, we didn't know like any ounce of Kiswahili. So like if somebody knocked on the door, it was like, Higona Murago, and we're thinking that we're talking Kiswahili and we're cool. But
okay,
that wasn't the case. We had to like, even though so I went in third grade for a year, and then we came back. And so now coming back, I went to class 7.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Mind you, class 8 is the whole thing. Sit down. You have KCPEs, what, you have to study for it. So now, even if I was in class 7, I had to make sure that the class 7 Kiswahili class lined up with my class because for class 1.
Yeah.
Because I had to learn the basics. I didn't know nothing. I had to learn. I didn't know what that was. I was over here trying to like translate Kiku, Yete, Kiti. And I was like, okay, it sounds like Yete. I was like, Meza, Meza. So it's like, it sounds like Meza. Yes. I had to like put the connections, and then now I had to like, circumnavigate around Kiswahili because like it's a big thing like in class 8 when you do your exams. Yeah. And so, like, I had to go to class 1, 2, 3, do the Kiswahili papers there and everything. And also, like, since I don't know Kenyan history, social studies, that's also a whole other thing. Oh. So I had to, like, really be on my grind. But it's just, like, it was so hard because it's just, like, I'm not used to waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Right. That's still nighttime.
So there was no sleeping in.
No, sleeping what? Even on the weekends, which was bizarre to me. Yeah. Even on the weekends, you still had to wake up and then put on uniform?
Oh, man.
What? Uniform? Okay. I didn't even wear uniform. What?
Yeah.
I didn't even put on, like, the khakis and the polo. I didn't do that here. And so now you're over uniform, a tracksuit, there's a dress. Right. I didn't dress, first thing of all, dress. If we're even being honest.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Like it was a culture change, it was a school change. It was a change.
Would you advise this is something I can do to my children?
No. No.
No,
if you want your child to know Kiswahili,
right,
just teach them. Just have like a little Kiswahili session on the side. But taking them all the way to Kenya?
Yeah.
Play Kiswahili music. They'll catch something. There's a phrase they'll catch. Teach them slowly. They'll understand eventually. Talk to them. Have your primary...
made me mad. I want them to get a lesson.
Yeah, because... But I have cousins that know Kiswahili or like they understand Kiswahili, but it's hard for them to speak. Right. So it's just like if they want to know Kiswahili, they would have to like want to learn. But going back, shipping them to Kenya? Kwanza, like monetization was like not really at its peak. It was kind of coming down.
Right.
So we want to give it like water and then pour it and being told to drown. We went there.
Yes, it was easy.
No, it wasn't that. But I knew a Form 4. I wasn't told to do a magic trick to change a black biro to a blue. I wasn't told that one.
Wow.
I wasn't there yet.
Okay. But then, now you've gone to Kenya. You've done the class 8.
Yeah.
You've gone to high school. You've completed...
I didn't complete high school in Kenya. I came back.
Oh, you came back.
Yeah.
So, mom found mercy.
Yeah.
Okay. How was that,
Coming back, it was just like, coming back to what I knew. And on top of that, I was still in South Seattle. Okay. So it was just like, okay, I went to... The middle school that I left when I was going to Kenya was Aki Kurosi. Okay. So it's just like, since it's that like... general area, the people that went to Aki were either going to Franklin High School or Rainier Beach High School, and so I ended up going to Rainier Beach High School. So it was just like I saw a few like familiar faces. Okay. So it wasn't like a drastic like change the way it was going to Kenya. So.
Okay. Okay. And what is one thing that you have learned in that movement from Kenya to here, then back to Kenya, and then back to here again? And where you are right now?
I would say...
Because, it seems like you're more responsible right now of your own life, of you, like mom is at ease with you.
Yeah.
Your parents are at ease with you.
But it's like a journey, honestly, with my parents. Because it's just like, I'm not going to say that I'm like the best person out there and put myself in a pedestal because, I made it through Kenya.
Right.
Or you can do it too. I'm not going to do that because also me, I have my wrongs and I'm not like the most perfect person. But it's just like, if I try, that's all, honestly, that's all I can do is to try.
Okay.
You know? And then also, like, I feel like Kenya kind of, like, put religion in perspective for me, because it's just like, I would go to Sunday school, Jesus loves me, you know, we'll sing that, but then it's just like, I needed to see what my grandparents did.
Okay.
I needed to see that the church that I've always gone to all my life, that my grandfather was the chairman.
Okay.
Even because he passed away when I was in Kenya, when I believe I was in either Form 1 or Form 2. I needed to, like, then learn that the church that I've been going to all my life, since I was a child, that's the church that I literally, like, will call my home.
Oh.
Yeah, and so it's just like, even like that, I think that's where my parents also met.
Okay.
So it's just like seeing that they had a form of foundation. It's just like, he's a grown man. Kwanza, I didn't even think there was anybody older than Meguka. And so it's just like, it put it in perspective for me, because it's just like, this is the oldest man that I know.
Right.
Oldest. I could think that he's like close to Father Abraham. However, seeing him like at his, even because he had either Alzheimer's, dementia, and then like asukari or something like that. I don't necessarily remember their illnesses, but it's just like, when we would come and see them, they wouldn't be able to recognize us. However, when you're at that age and you're still able to say, I don't mean to be emotional, but it's just like, your children, your grandchildren are here to see you, to give you your favorite meal that you used to love for years. Would come and bring him fish, would come and bring him yogurt to drink, any queen cakes, as drink dizzy, and he won't recognize us. He won't know who we are. We'll be strangers to him. But he will always say, Madhani Arogoswa. Does that not like shake something in your head?
Yeah.
Like just for a little bit. Or like the last song that my Shosho sang was a hymn in Kikuyu. I don't remember what hymn it was, but it's just like she was able to remember that, but she couldn't remember her grandchildren. Her children. Wow. Her best friend, her sisters, her brothers. She wasn't able to remember them. But she remembered that hymn. And it's just like, it's crazy, because it's just like, you know, like you would think if you could like paint a picture of your last days on this earth, you want your family to be there, you want them to be like, you know what, I spent my life well, you know, you have like this whole thing, but it's just like for them it went away. Yeah. And the only
thing, then does it also give you a kind of picture of how your relationship and God should be? That when you forget about all other things,
all the worldly things, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, I want to be cool. I want to be with my friends. I want to go to the club and everything. It's just like, it's not gonna matter. You know, it's not like, okay, I want the latest Jordans, I want to look fitted and everything for the gram and stuff like that. It's not gonna matter. That Kachali that's over there, I was looking at him and he was looking at me, but then it's just like, my grandparents didn't even recognize each other. It's not gonna matter. The only thing that's actually gonna matter is your relationship with God, and like the fact that at their old age, it's crazy to me, because it's just like, as much as I want to say I have faith and like, oh, I believe in God, that's nice, that's but that faith of my Shosho and my Huka, I don't know. To me, it's even madness, because it's just like, that scientifically you shouldn't even be able to remember anything.
But right now, I mean,
according to the nurses and the doctors, you shouldn't be able to remember like anything. However, how are you remembering to still praise your God?
Because of course, whatever you have an attachment with in your heart will always remain.
Exactly.
So Shiko, if I want to ask you one thing, what is this one thing that you feel that we can tell the youths of the now? Because there's so many of them that feel like maybe, or there seems to be so much a disconnect between the youths and the world and the parenting.
I would say, as much as I want to say like, oh, you should talk to your kid, honestly, they're not going to talk to you. You'll do the talking, but they're not talking to you.
Right.
And at that point, it's just like, okay, it's just another lecture. And it's just like, nah, that's not the approach, honestly.
Yeah.
And as much as you were like, oh, you can talk to me about anything, you know, whenever you feel like depressed or suicidal, but it's just like, that's not like the main reason why you should be talking to them or anything. You should be wanting to like build a relationship and like, how do you feel about God? Like, try to like get in their head, because it's just like, how did you forget that you were once 14 too? How do you forget that? Like,
yeah, I mean.
But then at the same time, it's just like, I also don't blame like parents, because it's just like, they were raised by a Kenyan that was raised in Kenya, that was also raised by a Kenyan that was raised in Kenya, that was also raised by a Kenyan that was raised in Kenya. This is your first time actually raising a child in America. Yeah. So it's just like, not only do you have that, but it's just like, you also want the best for me. But it's just like, you're not understanding that I'm American. As much as I am Kenyan, yes, I know Kiswahili, I'll go and sing, oh, but it's just like...
But does it mean because you're American, I shouldn't understand you when you tell me that you're going to club?
You shouldn't expect... No, whoa, that's a... Yeah. You shouldn't expect the Kenyan ways to work on me, because it's just like, I see where you come from and how you are the way you are. Yeah. And it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Right. But it's just like, how are we going to connect? How are we going to, as my father, how are you going to like understand? Like, how are you going to be the father that I want you to be for me? Okay. You have to listen to me. And as much as, oh, parents, yeah, children, you need to obey your father and mother for you to be added, for your days to be added. But it's just like, and you parents, why do we figure that fast? And you parents.
The B part of it.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's not like, oh, and you parents, you guys, because you're always trying us, you're always telling us to wash the dishes, you're telling us to do this. It's just like, it's not a comeback. Right. It's not like we wanted to talk back, but it's just like, if you truly understand, there's a reason why and you parents is part of that verse too. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, once you put as much emphasis on obey your father and mother as and you parents, then you can see us. Wow.
Wow. Okay. Now, maybe towards the end, we have had so many cases right now of so many young people who are getting into depression, but they're not open to, not even parents. They're doing stuff, that even the peer friends don't know. Then you find children are missing, children are dying, like, especially the age, 15, 16 years, 17, 18. What is going on? You can connect the dots,
I know what isolation can do. Yeah. I've personally felt like this world has no meaning. Like, why am I even here? It's just like, and as much as like, I want to tell myself, you know what, Shiku, smile, like, probably if I tell myself, fake it, I'll actually be faking it, like, for real. Right. But it's just like, when I drop my backpack and I leave it at the door, when I like, go and get like dago and like rice for my mom or something, and I go to my room, right. Like, I'm in my room by myself and I can cry, because it's just like, I'm just not happy. And it's just, I don't know why I'm not happy, And it's just like, I can try to think, it's not my friends that don't make me happy, because when I'm with my friends, I'm laughing, I'm happy. But it's just like, I don't have that joy. And so it's just like, even during the summer, you'll just find me like in my bed just sleeping. I'm not sleepy. Right. My dad will tell me, you're gonna have virodas on yourself. Like, you're gonna have sore, like your body's gonna get sore because you're not doing anything, you're not going anywhere. Right. Like, do something, changamka, like, like, go outside, go walk or something. But it's just like, I don't want to. And it's not that I don't want to, it's just that I don't. I just don't have the want or the joy or the happiness or like it's like I'm just numb. Okay. You know how like when you just get general anesthesia in your mouth and it's just like that part of them. It's like the whole.
You feel like it's all swollen, but it's not.
I'll just take it like literally just taking a shower and just like okay, it may sound like sad music, however, it's like that's what I'm feeling. Like that like mellowness and like that beat is just like that's how I feel like my day's just like groggy, just going on and on and on. Okay. But it's just like you'll see things, but then it's just like, what are you gonna do about it? Okay. And it's just like, okay, you'll talk to me. Oh, don't commit suicide. God said that this is not what you should. Okay, but where's God now? I'm sad. Why is he not making me happy? Why not me? Right. And it's just like, okay, he'll be happy for everybody else. He's making it move for everybody else. Everybody else is getting good grades and stuff like that. It's like you see them moving. Their parents are be able to do things for them, and it's just like we get it. Like okay, we're not like the best people, but it's just like shoot. But then it's just like, who am I gonna talk to about like like boys or like girls and stuff? Like who am I gonna talk? I'm not gonna talk to you. You're gonna be like, oh, you're not gonna get married until you're 30, or you're gonna beat me, take away my phone, tell me to delete all my social medias, and it's just like, okay, then that's gonna make me more sad.
More sad, yeah.
Or like ground me. I can't go to extracurricular activities, and you just want me to stay in the house. That's gonna make me also sad. So it's just like, who are you putting in my life for me to be able to talk about these things? And I can't. And it can't be you. Okay. Cause you're my parent. We, as much as we do look crazy, we do respect you.
So what is this one thing, Shiku, that you can give a word of advice to me as a parent? How to handle my son or my daughter?
Who are you placing in my life that I can see as me? And I can talk to.
So in that case, do you want me to have relationships?
Not necessarily, but it's just like you're the parent. You're the one who's supposed to protect me. You're supposed to provide for me. You're the one who's supposed to, I see you as like the millionaire. If I want something, the first person that, Baba, I want a door. Baba, I don't know how to start a car because the engine light is on. That's who you are. Mom, by the way, how do I iron a shirt? Like those are you're the first people that we go to with like general stuff like that. Yeah. But it's just like when it comes to other stuff behind the door, if you haven't already established that relationship with us, how do you expect us to just You are not a abracadabra magician, but who have you placed in my life, or like somebody that can see what I see? Right. Easier because you're not seeing it. Right. Like I have tried to talk to my parents, but it's just like sometimes I'll pray for you, and it's just like I didn't need prayers, but I mean, okay, I guess. Yeah. And it's just like, how can I actually talk about like being in a healthy relationship? Because we're not going to talk to you about relationships, by the way. Unless we're like 20, 30 over there. Right. We'll talk to you about then. But before that, 14, you're going to take away our phones. I mean, and as you should. Yeah. But then it's just like, we're getting in relationships. Yeah. I'm sorry to break it to you, but we are.
I mean, it's a fact. Of course.
Hopefully we're not doing drugs. But however, if we are doing it, we're doing it. Yeah. I'm sorry to inform you, but... As much as you don't want us to be friends with those boys because you think that they're gangbangers, we're actually really good friends. They're like my besties. Yeah.
So once you close that door, you get
exactly. Okay. So it's just like, who are you placing in my life for me to be able to talk to?
So that means I should lay myself down for you?
No, not lay yourself down, because we still respect you.
Yeah, like I should be there to answer what you need to.
But who can I see myself in? But is probably as wise as you. Okay. Cause now, like, I can feel freely to like now talk to this other person. Cause it's just like, you know the fuck shit that happened in class today? I can't say that.
Yeah.
Huh? Are you crazy? Who are you talking to?
Be like, yeah,
watch your language.
Out of this house.
Exactly. And it's just like, who am I? If I can talk freely to you, like, not even be mindful of like my language or anything, it's like, if I can just find that person that will hear me.
Yeah.
You know? That will like see me and just see me like Zenya, like not only am I 14, but it's just like I also have the mentality of a 14-year-old.
Right.
Cause it's just like, okay, as much as you do see, you see me as a child, you see me as a baby, you want to protect every aspect, which is your job.
Right.
But it's just like, I don't need you right now.
Right.
I need somebody else to see me and that I can. Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to look at this camera and Shiko, give one word or two as an advice to a person who, I mean, it's a fact. Of course.
Hopefully we're not doing drugs, but however, if we are doing it, we're doing it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to inform you, but as much as you don't want us to be friends with those boys because you think that they're gangbangers, we're actually really good friends. They're like my besties.
Yeah.
So
once you close that door, you get
exactly.
Okay.
So it's just like, who are you placing in my life for me to be able to talk to?
So that means I should lay myself down for you?
No, not lay yourself down, because we still respect you.
Yeah, like I should be there to answer what you need to.
But who can I see myself in? But it's probably as wise as you or anything. It's like, if I can just find that person that will hear me.
Yeah.
That will like see me and just see me like Zenya, like not only am I 14, but it's just like I also have the mentality of a 14-year-old.
Right.
Cause it's just like, okay, as much as you do see, you see me as a child, you see me as a baby, you want to protect every aspect, which is your job.
Right.
But it's just like, I don't need you right now.
Right.
I need somebody else to see me and that I can. Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to look at this camera and Shiko, give one word or two as an advice to a person who is going to tell the youth who feel like they're giving up in life.
As much as it is hard, God is always good. Like, it may be wild to actually think of God in that moment. It's just like, but it's just like God is always there.
Right.
And as much as we like, there was a time point that I was just like, why am I even Christian? Am I Christian because like this is like an intergenerational like blessing? Like, was this just like upon me?
Right.
But like, just open your Bible and just read something. Okay. You're gonna find a reason. There's gonna be a purpose, like why you came across that page, and just get context from it. Right. Or if not that, hit me up on Instagram. Let's talk.
Give us your social handles.
My Instagram is Shaka_Shiko. Honestly, I'd be heavy on Instagram. I mean, my Snapchat is there, but I barely use it, so it's gonna be hard. However, it's Wajiko WANJIKU.Kamau23. Yeah, that's it. If you want to text me, it's gonna be pretty slow. However, it's 206-251-8005.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much. We really appreciate having you on the show.
Karibu.
And we always look forward to having another talk show with you.
Definitely.
Have a blessed one.
Thank you.